Welcome to the Rowdy Studio. I'm Stephen Levine. Tom Vandervoort on the end. Bob Pockrass smack dab in the middle. And Bob,
with a crazy proposition.
After Junior won at Michigan, Matt Kenseth said he's a championship contender. You say absolutely not. Junior's just a no-talent hack.
Oh, I don't know whether I'll go that far, but I'm saying that, you know, as much as even I would want to say that he's a championship contender, I look and I say, man, he's won 2 races out of his last 221. He hasn't.
But Bob,
he hasn't
you don't
won,
have to win.
He hasn't won at 5 of the 10 chase tracks. His average finish this year is 7.4, and while that's really good, I mean, is he gonna improve on that in the chase? Because you're gonna have to finish in the top 5. And while he leads the Cup in top 10s, he doesn't lead it in top 5s. And I just.
Are you aware of how they calculate? How they determine the championship, Bob? What they do is they take points from every race and they add them up, right? And right now, when you do that, Junior has the second most points. If you look at the last 6 races, Junior has the second most points. If you look at the last 10 races, Junior has the second most points. It's hard for me to look at either the season, the last 6, or the last 10 and not say the guy's a championship contender when he's earned the second most points, which is how you determine the championship, Bob Pockrass.
Are you aware of how Tony Stewart won the championship last year? He won 5 races.
If you think that Tony Stewart's win in last season is proof that you have to win the championship, you are smoking the drapes.
Well,
the dude won, wait a second, the dude won, he won half the chase. And with winning half the chase races, he earned the exact same number of points as a guy who won 0 chase races. You do not have to win a race to win the chase.
Actually, he scored, what, 3 points more?
No, they were tied and they went to the tiebreaker, correct?
Right, but Carl had a few extra points.
He had the bonus points. He had the bonus points. My point is, a guy won half the chase and you had to go to a tiebreaker.
But in fairness, there has never been a chase champion who has not won.
Well, guess what? Junior just won at Michigan.
Okay, but to your other point, Bob, that he's not ever won on one of the chase tracks.
No, he hasn't won at 5 of the chase tracks.
Okay, but isn't it fair to say that Junior's performance on downforce tracks has taken a major step up compared to what has been previously?
I mean, look, it has. I mean, and I think, you know, is there a chance? Yeah, but I'm not just going to jump on the bandwagon after 1 win. It's just, I'm going to hold back. And I'm just not going to just get in all this.
His win is just confirmation.
All this euphoria. I mean, before the last couple of weeks, it wasn't like he was leading a bunch of laps. And you know, it's.
Well, let me ask you this:
these chase tracks are not. By the way, let me tell you something. One of his worst tracks, Homestead. So it's going to come down to Homestead.
You know, Michigan wasn't a great track for Junior either.
Going to have to perform. Yeah, but he's won there before.
All right, if Junior's not a championship contender, then who is? Who is dynamic?
Well, I mean, that's a really good point because, you know, you look and you say, nobody has really made, you know, leaps and bounds ahead of everybody. I mean, I'd look at a guy like Kenseth maybe a little bit more because he's won a title, and he's known for his consistency, and he's been consistently been pretty darn good this year.
See, I think Dale Jr. is sort of emulating Matt Kenseth right now. Strong consistency, being around in the end.
Not
maybe
a huge number of wins.
Not racking up a bunch of wins, but being in the top.
No real horrible days to speak of. And then you look, there are chances for Junior to win in the chase. Martinsville's a good chance. Phoenix is a good chance. Certainly Talladega is a good chance. And I think, you know, even not winning there but running top 5 there is almost just as good when you look at the point system. Let's be honest about it. Winning a bunch of races doesn't put you leaps and bounds ahead of guys that are just plain old consistent.
But the difference between Kenseth and Dale Jr. this year is that Kenseth has led laps in about 3/4 of the races. And I mean, and I think when you look in and week out, he's still more of a threat to win than Dale Jr.
I think you're right, Bob. You're right. I think Matt Kenseth has run better than Junior and has shown more of an ability to win races. But if you just look at points and how many points they've earned and what Junior's been able to do to earn those points, and take Michigan, and let's not blow it too out of proportion, but getting a new left side tire, struggling with it, adjusting on it, and coming back and winning the race in a dominating fashion.
It's impressive.
No,
when half the chase is on downforce tracks, that's encouraging, especially when you're second into points.
I'm not taking anything away from his win, and I don't want to, and I'm trying not to rain on the parade. I'm just trying not to have that helmet with the dark visor. I'm trying to see clearly through it. I
will win, Bob, win.
Bob,
who is that supposed to be?
I don't know.
Darth Jr.
Oh, okay.
Darth Jr.
You know, Bob,
Darth Jr. is pretty darn scary, let me tell you that.
All this time I thought you were a loyal American, and now I'm
It's really sad, isn't it? Hate mail. You know where to find him on Twitter.
All right, that's Tom Vandervoort. I'm Stephen Levine. We're the ones who think Junior is
We think Junior's awesome.
contender. Bob
begs to
Pockrass
differ.
is the one who threw him and the Junior Nation, Steve Letarte, all of Hendrick Motorsports under the bus.
Really sad.
Come
to see.
on.